Hi, Pooja. Thank you for joining us today. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I'm Priyanka Kumar. I'm the director of London Image Institute, India. And we organize courses in India, which are the foundation and advanced courses for people who are interested in becoming image consultants. So, with that in mind, we have invited Pooja for your benefit. Pooja Khona, she is an alumni of London Image Institute, and she's a practicing image consultant. And before we start, let me ask Pooja to introduce herself to you. What do you do, Pooja? And just a little about your background and where you're from, and how did you get into image consulting?
Hi Priyanka. I'm Pooja Khona, an image consultant, founder of Aura by Pooja Khona, based out of Coimbatore. And interesting story of how I got into image consulting. I am a postgraduate in computer science, and I had a long break after I had my children, and I wanted to get back to work. And computers programming was not what I was looking at because the timing was not suiting my lifestyle. And I had a lot of people walking up to me telling me that, why don't you tell us about how you style yourself? Or, why don't you write blogs about how you dress up yourself? And that I was very close to doing that. But I did not have any technical knowledge in the sense what I was saying was technically right or not right. And that's when I decided to get into image consulting and started doing my research on, where I could do a course like this. And all this was during the lockdown period or just before the lockdown period. I came across a couple of institutes apart from LII, but I did get in touch with Lynn, mailed her, and got in touch with Priyanka. And after talking to everybody, I don't know what it was with LII, but that was what I felt comfortable joining. So that's how I joined LII and did the course. Yeah.
Great, great. No, thank you. Pooja, mm, the first questions first is that how was your experience doing your course with LI? I know it was COVID times, so I just want you to give a little synopsis of the two combinations that you did, which is perhaps slightly different. So first, what you did, and then what was your experience like while doing it in the hybrid form?
So, in one word, my experience of doing the course at LII, wonderful, enriching. I mean, these are the two words that come first to my mind. Since it was COVID times, I mean, the lockdown had already set in and it didn't look like Lynn would visit India to do the in-person course. And they decided to go in online. I'm not sure. I think I was the first batch who did the online course.
That's correct.
Priyanka was.
That was the
Yeah.
first one. Yeah.
So pretty excited. They had a few students from India, so it was all set. A day before the course was supposed to start, I get a call from Priyanka that, some emergency with the other students, two students. So you're the only one. And, would you like to still continue because your other peers are going to be from different parts of the world. So the timing may not be very convenient for you. It might be late night and, so she gave me time to think about it, but I had decided. So I joined the course. We did weekly 2 classes with Lynn. Um, Good it was. And she did not commit. She said the basic course may suit your timing, but I don't promise anything for the advanced course. But my good luck, the course went on smoothly because even for them, it was, for Lynn and for Priyanka, it was a first time experience doing the online course. It was good. I met a lot of people from all around the world. I mean, there were students from different parts joining in and doing. The duration of the course was also pretty good. It was 6 months, 2 classes a week, 1.5 to 2 hours of class. So it was well spaced, and there was enough time to understand and practice what you studied with them. So yeah, that was it. The all about the online classes.
Mhm. So then, What changed? And, then your experience with the meeting us and doing the course, how did that go?
So when I even joined the course, I was not sure if I would put it into practice. I thought maybe I'd do a little blogging and help people who just come to me. I did not plan that I would, start my own consultancy firm and, do it professionally. But by the end of the course, I mean, you're pumped in with so much of confidence, with so much of knowledge, and, so much of positivity that I said, yes, I'm going to do it. And that's how, in the process of doing the course, you start thinking about what are you going to call your firm? How are you going to promote it? How are you going to advertise? What are you going to talk to people? So the basic groundwork was all done when I was doing the course with the LII.
That's great.
The one thing that I would like to add over here, even though Priyanka has not asked me about it yet, but yeah, certain topics in online courses were a little difficult because the screen shows you something else based on colors, and what you see is something else. So the confidence part in certain topics was not as much as it should have been. But yeah, once I met Lynn in person and we did the course at that point of time, it changed everything all over again.
That's great. That's great. So, now if you were to recommend to somebody to do the course online, in person, or what would you say to them? Because we often get this question, and especially after COVID, that, oh, aren't you running a online program? So, what would you say to them?
Okay, for me, I did the online course and then I went and did the in-person when Lynn was here last year. So it was like a refresher for me. You become more stronger with the concepts. And of course, the topics that I said, like, when you do color theory, it is a little difficult when you do it online. You don't get everything the way it's supposed to, and when you see it in person, it makes a lot of difference. So I did it online. I even started the company, but since lockdown was on, we went into second lockdown when there was this break. So I decided to go meet Priyanka and brush through the color theory with her before I could start. So I did a trip to Mumbai. I stayed with Priyanka for a couple of days and I learned all about color theory all over again, and got back and got on to work. But when Lynn came here last year, the 2 weeks with her were amazing. I mean, it is something that cannot be expressed in words. You all have to experience the kind of technical knowledge, yes, but otherwise also the insight that you get about your own self during the advanced part of the course is something which I don't have words to describe. I mean, it's very, very, very enriching. You learn a lot.
I'm glad. I'm so glad that you're sharing this with everyone, because yes, no matter how much we say that it's the coaching techniques that we use and the whole education is based around, the whole facilitation of learning is based around coaching, I think it's difficult for people to understand until you experience it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very kind.
Yes, yeah, but most of the other things, it's quite okay to do it online. For me personally, it was more to do with color than any other topic. All the other topics were pretty okay to get it online and start working on it.
Yeah, but having said that, I think what you just mentioned, and I hear it often, so I'm just trying to highlight that, is that the advanced program, where you get an insight into yourself, that's difficult to get via online methodologies, because the energies that you play around with, or the personal connect that you have. So that's something that I've always felt. And sometimes people leave the course feeling annoyed, really. People are tired and they're like,
yeah, they're not,
whatever.
yeah, they wouldn't expect that, but it's different, as you said, when you do it in person, because you're with your other classmates. and learning about their life or what they have gone through. And, so as she mentioned, the energy of the room is very different at that point of time. And it's something which only when you experience it, you'll be able to, I don't know how to put it to words. Yeah.
All right. So what about your experience? You spoke about your experience with Lynn and a bit with myself, but the other trainers who came for the course, for the makeup, for the hair, for the men's
Yeah.
grooming. So what was your experience overall and with your peers too?
Yeah. So, one thing that I like about the alumni thing, see, there was no jealousy involved with, I mean, everybody was in the same business and they were all ready to come forward and share their knowledge or their expertise in that particular area without any hiccups. Otherwise, I have come across people, because there's so much of jealousy otherwise involved when you're in the same field, that they don't want to share information, they don't want to share their knowledge. But this was a very, very different experience. We met Sheetal for the makeup class. And in fact, I got in touch with Sheetal a couple of times after that because I needed some help for a couple of training programs that I did. And she was all ready to help. I'm sorry I was late in replying, and whatever, but everybody is there hands on. I met a couple of alumni students who made in an effort to come and meet Lynn and Priyanka, because Lynn had not traveled to India for a long time. So they all took time from their schedule to come and meet, and everybody were very helpful. Like, get in touch if you all have any doubts or anything. Wen came and taught us, took the session on men's grooming. Very happy to share what they have experienced with their clients, or, what is needed, what this you only have to convey so much. You don't do this, you don't do that. So there's so much to learn from everybody's experience. And as I said, everybody is very, very, very helpful.
Yeah, great. That's very, very nice to hear. Thank you very much. I'm sure all of them will hear you speak about them and feel very, very good about it. So, Pooja, now coming to when you decided on the course, and these are two questions that we often get, is the 2 weeks good enough? Will I learn? More than will you be able to facilitate? The question is, will I learn? And the second part being that, do I get the value for the money that I've put in? So what would your comments or what would your experience be on these two criteria?
Okay, so I'll start with the duration of the online course, which was very comfortable. I mean, it was 6 months, 2 classes a week, very, very comfortable. There was not much of pressure. I mean, you could work in your own, routine. A couple of hours you spare and you do your work and all that. But the in-person course, the 10 days or 2 weeks, including the weekends in between, it is very, very, very hectic. I would say there's no breathing space in between. And maybe I felt it even more because I did it in Mumbai and we were commuting from different areas. So that added on to the hectic schedule that we were having at the course. Content, I mean, you learn, definitely there's no second thoughts about it. There's so much of information provided to you at that point of time. And for me, I would say the other advantage that I had was I had already gone through the course in the online this thing. So for me, it was just recollecting everything back, doing everything all over again. So it helped. It helped. And this part, I mean, I will not deny it is a little steep, but guys, if you want to learn something about image consulting, I mean, Lynn Marks it is. I mean, if that's the price you have to pay for her, it's worth it. I will not say no to it. I mean, there's so much to study from her. I mean, to learn from her. हम बोलते हैं ना वो कुबेर का खजाना जो होता है. I think Lynn she's got so much of knowledge, not only about the subject, but otherwise from her life, there's so much to learn.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, being a student of Lynn's myself, I totally second that. I've been even after teaching for almost facilitating courses for 8-9 years myself, now I still learn. When I'm sitting there, it's like, I'm getting new information, more information. So I totally agree with Pooja on that one. So that's wonderful, Pooja. Now, so you've been now operating for a year or more in with your company.
No, I've been operating for almost 2.5. I mean, the moment I finished with the online classes, I started work. So, yeah, it's 2.5, almost 3 years since I'm working.
Lovely, lovely. So tell me something more about the work front. How's it going? Now that's for more than the listeners. It's for me also to know how well are you doing? What's happening?
So for me, see, I'm out of Coimbatore, so it's not a very big city, but I'm surprised. There is a lot of awareness. I've had all kinds of people come in. I've had people who say we want to start dating, so I need to look the best. I've had people who've come and say that I'm looking for funding. I need to look the best. I've had people who say that I've had a maternity break and now I want to get back to work. So, I need coaching. I need to look more credible. So I've done one-on-one consultations, and also I've done a couple of workshops for small corporates, small stores where they wanted to train their staff, sales staff, and get them to look more like more on the grooming part. They wanted them to be a notch above the rest. So it has been great experience, and I tell you how much ever I think I'm teaching or training other people. Actually, you learn so much from the people who come to you also. There's so much to study from each and every person. Somebody has I mean, I recently have a person, a lady, and she's got big dreams. She wants to become a CEO of a company in a few years, and she started working on it now. And she says, I whatever I can get my hands on, I want to start training. So will you be able to help me on these topics? And and so there's so much. I mean, it's good. It keeps me busy. I have enough time. To do the thing that I love and also dedicate my time at home with my family. It's well balanced. I mean, I have enough on my plate to keep me busy, and I'm doing something that I like.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And it's so good, like you said, once first I spoke to you till now, this transition journey, it's very satisfying for us to see you do well and be happy. So congratulations and well done, all your hard work and effort that you put in, time, energy, money, everything. So yeah, it's very good to see that. So Eddie, if I asked you what was the biggest takeaway in association with LI, so from the entire journey from then now, so what if it was, were you supported well? So that's also one of the questions, that what after the course? Do you feel supported? And in all, what was your association with LI, the biggest takeaway that you have?
See, of course, the support part is something I mean, you I cannot even express my gratitude, because Priyanka has just been a message away or a phone call away whenever I was stuck or needed help with anybody, and so was Lynn, a mail, and then she replies back. In terms of alumni, you get access to a lot of material which is available online with the LII website, which gives you everything. It's like everything is served to you in a plate. You just take it and reform it according to your taste and idea what you know, but the basic work is all done, ready for you to start work. Yeah, as I said, the support anytime, not only Lynn and Priyanka, I mean, any of the ex-LII students you want to get in touch with, everybody's there to help. And I think that's commendable. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, that's wonderful. So, one last word of advice for people who are thinking about joining the LI Foundation or advanced programs in India. By the way, which we have every year. They are organized in 3 cities in the world. One is Atlanta, UK, Henley-on-Thames, and India. India, we keep changing locations, and this year it happens to be in Delhi in June. So June 10th,
Yeah.
19th are the dates. So, any word of advice or suggestion for them?
I haven't. Okay, if image consulting is where you are heading, or is it something that you wanted to study? I would say just go ahead and do it. I mean, I'm not sure. A lot of other people have sprung up, but my experience learning from a certified image master, I mean, that makes all the difference. I feel I'm not sure if other courses offer that because there's so much to learn from her experiences and her uh, knowledge, and she's worked on a lot of theories. I don't know, she's come up with the skinny bit theory, and she's come up with her own theories. And so there's so much to learn. And if this is something that you guys have always wanted to do or you're thinking of doing, I think this is one of the best that you can get today. So yeah, I mean, put in your hard work and make the most use of what is available. I mean, get the most of their knowledge. I would just say that.
All right. Thank you very much, Pooja. Thank you for taking out time and talking to us. And it was lovely to see you. All the very best.
Thank you so much.